Okay, so a very good afternoon. So we continue with the maintenance. Okay. So after we have completed the installation and the system runs, from time to time, maybe at the earlier stage of implementation, there is no issue whatsoever. But after a while, maybe after a few months of implementation, users will start pick up the some hiccup to the system, errors found, maybe a certain button that they click doesn't perform as smooth as they want. Okay, perhaps when they search for something, things that they want or they intend does not appear or does not give the result as whatever they want. So they will start to if they don't complain, if they don't give any feedback to IT, nobody knows about this problem or this situation. So whatever users have to do is to give feedback on the system to the IT people. Maybe one or two feedbacks not enough. If many people experience or found this and convey this situation to the IT people will start pick up and they will trigger the process of maintenance. Okay, so what's the issue of that leads to maintenance? Okay, the issue is on how uncontrolled program changes can increase firm's exposure. Okay, that relates to the financial misstatement due to programming errors. Okay, so during the maintenance, the administrator will log in to the system and do the changes. Okay. The question here is whether this is done separately, meaning that it doesn't interrupt with the operation, or it is done simultaneously. The issue here is the access by the programmer or by the administrator is controlled or not. Okay. Some programming errors are subtle that result in creation and distribution of incorrect information that goes undetected. Okay, what does it mean here? Sometimes during maintenance, they're not only doing maintenance, they are searching for data and information, and they copy and keep for themselves. Okay, and they use and distribute without the knowledge of users. Okay, this is a big issue. Okay, so we have to make sure during maintenance the IT people only come to do maintenance only, and they don't touch data, they don't access to data, they don't download. Okay, they don't see anything that is PNC. Okay, right. Okay, to minimize exposure to all maintenance should require formal authorization. So the management will decide whether maintenance is required or not, and technical specification of changes must be documented, must be specifically mentioned. Retesting of the system. Okay. After doing the maintenance, there is a need to do system retest, and don't forget to update the documentation, because once you change something, perhaps the coding, you have to document. If not, let's say in future another issue arise, okay, IT people needs to refer to this documentation. Okay, next is the source program library. Source program library control. Okay, program source code stored on magnetic disks are called source program library (SPL), which must be properly controlled to preserve application integrity. Okay, source program library must be controlled, okay, to ensure the application integrity. Okay. So it means that who access is recorded, who allowed to access is documented. So the log is there, the log. If you log to the system, you are able to see the reports who have access to the system, what he or she access to, and what she or he did to the system. Okay. Okay. So the worst case situation is no control at all. Okay, cannot imagine what is no control at all. Okay, program access completely unrestricted, making so anyone can access, anyone. For example, if you're using free software, normally we just key in admin as username and also admin as the password. Okay, so if everyone or anyone can access, it is not reliable. But in terms of free software, we want everyone to have experience testing it. Okay, and for trial version or beta version, actually the company wanted as many people to use so that they can users can give feedback to the developer. So that's the idea, the whole idea. Next is control source program library (SPL). Okay, a little bit about the no control just now. Okay, access to program is completely unrestricted. Programmers and others can access, not only users, programmers can access any programs stored in the library, and there is no provision for detecting unauthorized intrusion. So system is no control at all, and anybody can access. Because of the weaknesses, programs are subject to unauthorized changes. So when there is no control, changes can be done by anybody. So there is no basis for relying. So we, as auditor, if we found out that a company is using software without any username and any password at all, or if even they shared the password, so we cannot rely on the internal control. Okay, so related to this subsection, which is the maintenance. So maintenance, authorization, program testing, and documentation is considered as weak. Okay, so in simple words, control is always conflict with of operational flexibility and efficiency. So if we talk to users, they want a system without having control or without password, so that they can share software. They can ask their friends to key in. Okay, so they want very simple, they want very efficient, but in terms of control, it is not good to the organization. To achieve mutual acceptable control flexibility, so there's a give and take between the needs of system professionals and auditors. So both party, users and the auditors must understand that we're dealing with exposure, okay, when control features are not employed, okay, or when they are routine circumvented. Okay, when there is no control, the exposure to risk is considered as high. Okay, we'll continue with the next video.